So we led in with the question on who does Jay-Z hate more? That's the big question. Does he hate Drake more because putting Kendrick Lamar on stage at the biggest stage in the galaxy?
Right.
Like pretty much.
The world.
You're going to call him a pedo on the stage where they're going to be watching the Super Bowl in Jupiter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
This is a global thing. But it's in New Orleans. And I mean, it's even. This is okay. First of all, let's start at the beginning.
Yes.
This was posted up by Wayne's engineer.
Okay. After the announcement.
After the announcement.
Okay.
Wayne's engineer puts confused, disappointed, angry, but most of all, inspired. Will never again be in a position or have the GOAT in a position where we are at the mercy of someone else's decision.
Ooh.
We will make the decisions from now on.
Wow.
Yeah, that
I mean,
touches
it
you.
is saying a lot.
But okay, so people are saying Kendrick, this is his year. I get it.
Yeah.
Other people are saying Kendrick was just up there with Dre, but that was only for a quick song.
Right.
This is his moment now. But the way this partnership has been built with Roc Nation and Jay-Z, it hasn't been just sold as Jay-Z whimsically deciding who goes up on stage. He has to try and create a local kind of like feel to highlight the city.
Yes.
That's what we kept hearing.
Isn't that what they did in Atlanta? They've done that in several places.
There's been places that it's
Cali.
been done, and there's
Yeah.
been places where it hasn't been done. If you didn't have anybody, Tampa happened. You ain't see him put Tom G up there. you know what I'm saying? So it's like it is what it is.
Pick and choose.
But Wayne is Wayne.
That was
Now,
the perfect decision, if you ask me. Not just Lil Wayne, but his entire collective. You're talking about the 504 boys.
But do you want? Yeah,
Hot
but see,
Boys.
that's where we get into
Young
it though.
Money.
Which one's the better show is the question. Because okay, here's what Jay-Z has had to say about Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is truly a once in a generation artist and performer. Jay continued and said he has an unparalleled ability to define and influence culture globally. Kendrick's work transcends music, and his impact will be felt for years to come. That's what Jay-Z had to say. Jay-Z ain't got that to say about Wayne. Wayne is the GOAT.
Yes.
Wayne is like, okay, he's the man. But whose show is going to be better for a Super Bowl stage? If you're looking at what Kendrick does, and you look at Wayne when you just said, oh, put Lil Turk up there, and put so-and-so up there.
Wait,
and put, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, the Hot Boys.
No. And I still, with that question, I would still rather have Lil Wayne up there than Kendrick Lamar. I'm sorry.
That's fine. But I'm
personally.
saying if you're looking at Roger Goodell and the NFL owners and all of the people who pretty much have bought and paid for Jay-Z, they don't want to see the Hot Boys up there.
No, they don't.
They really don't want to see Kendrick up there.
But that's more entertaining than Kendrick. I think Hot Boys, Lil Wayne, and whoever he brings out is going to be more entertaining
What
than
if
what
Kendrick brings up
Taylor
a
Swift.
certain co-host to do Bad Blood?
Taylor Swift.
What if?
That can easily
Wait.
happen. That
What's
can
wrong
easily
with
happen.
that?
Here.
Say it in that one right there. What?
Listen, we get enough Taylor Swift on Sundays, man.
I know that. I'm aware of that, but she could easily go up there. That was a huge song, Bad Blood.
No, it was a big song. No, definitely. But here's the thing. I got to agree with Rich with the Wayne situation. And I think it would be the better show. Because if you've ever gone to the New Orleans, what is it, the Benz Stadium? What is it,
Super Bowl, Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Yeah. So that spot, like, they really bought it. They really bought that action. It's
But are they gonna be there at the Super Bowl?
Right.
We're about it here, but guess what? Everybody who bought it was outside it because it's taxing to go to that game. That's an expensive ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you got to look at it that way.
I was shocked when this news came out, to be quite honest with you.
I'm just going to go because love Kendrick again, but I feel like a lot of his music is somewhat controversial, not just the Drake parts of it, but he talks about a lot of things that we as people, like as society, it's a little tough to talk about sometimes with his music. And I feel like his albums and stuff are a little bit like they're too deep for a Super Bowl for me.
Okay,
I'm
let me
just
put
saying.
it down this way. I went down the hallway. One of my first questions was like, hey, are you excited about the halftime Super Bowl announcement? And down the hallway, we have several different stations, different genres. And I'm not joking. They don't know who Kendrick is. They don't know none. One person said his big hit. Other than that, nobody knows.
But here's the thing, though. It's like Kendrick is not like a household name for people outside of hip hop.
Right.
But he's still the biggest artist in hip hop for this past year.
I agree.
So Jay-Z gets a break there because he picked the guy. I was waiting for you to finish. You was moving the microphone. I was like, something's wrong over there. They got him up there now.
Yeah.
Like he's on.
It's a big deal.
It's a big
look.
deal. It's a huge deal to have him up there, but it's a huge diss to Wayne. Would you stop moving the microphone?
It's so
Why
loud.
do you keep moving the microphone? It's so loud. Jesus.
We can't mute our mics anymore. Yeah, so I was very shocked. I think for a lot of millennials as well, we've been wanting Wayne to have like that big look, and he's been talking about how it's one of his dreams and his passions to get the opportunity. And the fact that his engineer came out with that statement and it was so emotional, I feel like they had several meetings with Jay-Z or whoever, and they were dangling that carrot in front of their face.
Okay, so Master P has made a lot
Yes.
of noise about this. He is not happy. And even in his comments, he said that Wayne is deserving of this moment and that Wayne is still relevant. And how does that sound?
That he has to support him, basically.
It doesn't sound like he has faith in it. He said, when you say our artist is still relevant,
That's sad.
that don't sound like you have that don't sound like a big, like badge of like, oh, I believe. That sounds like, hey, do him a solid.
Come on.
Sounds more like a favor.
We got you.
You know what I'm saying? And this is your biggest supporter.
It kind of sounds like Master P had a promise from Wayne that he was going to be like a guest
no
or
limit
something.
pop out.
Yeah, for real.
Maybe.
One of my guys was like, wait till Hurricane Chris hear about this.
Oh my God. Yo, now the plot thickens, I feel like, because you saw Drake was being cryptic on his story with Game 2 on his story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
when he was
wonder if
saying,
Game
yeah.
2 is a Wayne and Drake diss to maybe K-Dot and Hove, or
Maybe.
If Wayne goes out, well, Wayne has an issue with Drake now too, because Drake didn't spend time with him at that white party, and Drake has been kind of distant from him, and everybody's been reporting that. So Wayne could, in essence, be invited to go up there with Kendrick because it's in New Orleans.
And I don't want to see
And
that
if he
either.
does that,
That's a
that's
big
bad.
slap in the
then
face.
that's going to be a huge slap in the face to Drake.
The rumors?
So now it's going to be like, who does Drake get hated by more, Jay-Z or Wayne?
Okay.
Because both of them have aligned up with K-Dot.
I'll be happy to see Wayne on TV whatsoever, but I don't think Wayne can go out there with Kendrick, right? Because
Nah,
it's just
he
a
can't.
bad
That's
look.
His boy.
Yeah.
I mean, even
As
if
a fan, I wanna
even
see
if
it.
they do have problems, Lil Wayne can't go out with Kendrick because then that's legit like picking a side.
No, he's going to have to, because this is the last time Wayne's going to see it in New Orleans.
Jay-Z is messy. Can we just say it? He obviously just does not care.
That's the point.
He doesn't care.
Because he knows what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And he just took a quick turn.
Listen, if Drake sees Wayne jump on stage
Oh my
with
God.
K-Dot, it's going to be like that scene in Batman where Bane goes up in the stadium and
Yeah, it's going to be
gonna be
insane.
bad.
go watch the scene. It'll be,
Yo, listen, somebody just said we're going to learn a history lesson about the Super Bowl because Kendrick's going to be up there.
It's true.
We've heard enough of They Not Like Us.
I think a lot of people feel that way as well.
This is crazy. This is nasty on a few different levels, because when they announced Kendrick Lamar, when he was at the Jugs machine, just shooting the ball up in the air and doing the whole thing where he's making the announcement.
Yeah.
He did do a dig on Drake in there. He's like, because the championship, you only got one shot at the championship. Ain't no round twos. But that's what Drake just put out, talking about this is his whole new thing is round two.
Round 2. I'm coming
So
back.
he made a diss to him even in announcing it, which he also said, are you going to pull up at New Orleans? And it's like a lot of people from New Orleans is like, yo, that ain't how we really say it.
New Orleans.
So it's like very distant
Right.
to take K-Dot, and which he was in the LA show. Put him at the Olympics. That's going to happen in LA. But this was Wayne's shot.
I
Not
know.
everybody else, not the Hot Boys and all of the stuff. Because, I mean, realistically, that's not something for the Super Bowl stage. But seeing Wayne up there would have been nice.
I think a lot more people would have been accepting of it. We all would have been like, you know what? That makes sense to me.
I honestly thought it was in the bag for Lil Wayne. I didn't think anybody else could take it
Do you
from
think
him.
that they did dangle that carrot? Do you think that they really thought that they were going to get it?
Who?
Lil Wayne.
Wayne. And
Wayne,
everybody.
everyone thought Wayne was going to get it.
Okay.
There's nobody who represents better than Lil Wayne as far as a Super Bowl that's going to happen in New Orleans.
And I'm pretty sure, like, this past year's Super Bowl, they were talking about Lil Wayne possibly going up there, and he was saying no because he wanted to have the chance to go this year.
Right. He wanted to be the the same way Taylor Swift has been, like, backing away because she's like, no, I want my opportunity. The same way Justin Bieber didn't go up there because Justin Bieber's like, no. I ain't going up there with Usher. I want my own where I do my own set. So everybody's kind of, like, really pensive about it, which might mean why Taylor Swift might not go up with K-Dot. Because she's like, hey, I want my own.
Sure.
Because at some point, Jay-Z is going to put somebody white up there. I mean,
Eventually.
it's
I don't
been
even
since
know.
what? Maybe Katy Perry, I think, when he did Katy Perry, that was like the one.
Well, I think that they already did that with Eminem, so I think they're done for a little bit.
No,
But
that was Dr. Dre's.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I mean, that's the. I'm just saying.
As like a music fan of definitely different genres as well, and maybe Orlando, you can answer this a little bit better.
Don't set me up.
No, I'm not setting you up. Is it interesting that we just keep? Now we all love hip hop. Is it interesting like every single year?
Watch your mouth, Meredith.
I'm asking a general
You
question.
just got invited to the cookout.
Yeah, word. You about to get your
Don't
card?
get kicked
You
out
about
of
to
the
get your
kick out
black card
already.
taken.
Why? I'm gonna ask it. How
The
come?
105th NFL season.
Okay.
So you suffered 4 or 5 Soul Trains. Is that what you're saying?
I'm
you
not.
suffered through the hip hop, and you like it's pretty dark at halftime for the last 4 or 5 years.
Why don't we go around and spread the love to different genres every now and then?
Right now, they spread the love in the first 90-something years.
I understand that, but it's just
All
back
we had was Prince,
to back.
Michael Jackson.
We liked all that
Whitney
stuff.
Houston
Do we
and-
not love that?
Yeah, it was awesome, but then there was a whole bunch of Aerosmith and some Fleetwood Mac up in the middle of
Meredith.
that thing, too.
Why?
During Black History Month?
Is it?
We need
That's going to be in
Kendrick.
February.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
that's
February.
in
Okay.
It's going to be in February.
That's in Black History
I
Month.
looked at the month now. Okay,
Oh,
no.
yeah, yeah.
Why can't we? Why can't we show some love
Jay-Z
to like
ain't about
Morgan
that.
Wallen? Why can't we show some love to like
Because
Rock?
Jay-Z said specifically that he didn't want. I mean, this is what he said because somebody did say when Morgan Wallen, I think last year or the year before, somebody was supposed to like try and put a country act up there.
Yeah.
And Jay-Z was like, "Nah, we're not doing that. We holding up. I mean, his thing is like we're holding up black
I
excellence."
get it. It's just something I thought about. When I was getting
Listen,
ready
I
this
thought about
morning.
it too. I was like, "Yo, like, God damn, Jay, like Jay, you done took over
Because
this
this
thing."
is kind of like a deeper cut for, I would say, what's the average person that age and, watches the NFL and then watches the Super Bowl? I was like, I feel like, are we missing the mark or are we on target?
No, you're on target.
Okay.
I mean, listen, the NFL is like 68% black.
Okay.
So all the black folks out there.
Sure.
So they're like, all right, now it's time to throw a proverbial bone. And that's where Jay-Z came in. Jay-Z, let me explain something to you now. A lot of people have pointed at Jay-Z for being the king of I'm taking care of myself.
Right.
Because when that whole BLM, Black Lives Matter thing happened and they started to bring some equality to the NFL, Jay-Z went into the conversation as everybody sat at the table like, what can we do to make this more equal for the representation of the body of the league? And Jay-Z stepped forward and everybody else said, get him, Jay. And Jay said, y'all need to let me do the halftime shows with my Rock Nation company and then I could bring diversity to it. And everybody was like, wait, for us? And they're like, right, for us, for me. And so it's pretty much his deal.
Right.
So he got all the power and he's able to be the gatekeeper for the games. And honestly, it's not bad to see hip hop get a look.
No, not at all.
The Dr. Dre thing was incredible.
I've been loving things. This was a little off for me. I've been loving things so far.
So the K-Dot thing is
The K-Dot thing was like, I mean, it was kind of like, it hit me in the face. I was like,
you
whoa.
just had the pop out.
Yeah.
The pop out was,
Yeah.
in essence, a halftime show.
Uh-huh.
That was the concert. We all just watched that. So it's like, I don't know if you really need to have it up there. But again, Wayne, I don't know if but we just did a Wayne song for karaoke.
That was hard.
Do you know how hard it is to clean up Wayne's music?
That is very true.
to put him on the Super Bowl stage is the same way you can't have Eminem do a whole Super Bowl because Eminem got a lot of stuff that's going to be beeped and clipped.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to hear half the music. So,
You're gonna, but K-Dot has dirty stuff too, so he's gonna have to either agree to clean everything, or it's not gonna work.
Do you think Kendrick's is going to be more polished than a Wayne show?
Yes.
Okay, maybe that's why
It's
the
gonna
decision
be-
was made
his-
as well.
Kendrick Lamar's performance. If you don't think so, go back and watch Dr. Dre's halftime and watch what Kendrick did on the field as he was dancing on the actual street map of Compton.
Yeah.
And his dancers and how he choreographed that whole thing and was nailing it. That's incredible. And kept it clean. And I mean, they dumped him. They dumped him like once, I believe. But if you look back at that performance, you'll realize that that's something that Wayne can do.
Yeah, his production is very well known and known to be like some of the best.
I did read.
I get that.
I think it was early this morning. I think it was somebody that had worked with Wayne maybe 6 months ago or something like that, and Wayne didn't show up to like any of the rehearsals. He just basically didn't do any meet and greets or anything like that, and did the show and then left.
Very raw.
Right.
That's Wayne.
Yeah, that's
right. And for the Super Bowl, there's like a whole like week or two of rehearsals.
And you don't know what you're going to get with Wayne.
So-
Wayne's going to have a good time, but Wayne, I don't know if he's going to be there for you on time.
Yeah.
So I see this text message out of the 813, and it says, as a black woman, I thought the same thing as Meredith. Why so much hip hop?
It's a lot.
Yeah, and also to go with what Meredith said about the average age of people that watch the NFL is 55 and a half. So
And hip hop is 50.
Okay.
So yeah.
So,
It's right there.
it's right
It is
there in
right
the
there.
pocket, but it is a lot of hip hop.
As a millennial.
There's a lot of owners. There ain't too many black owners, so a lot of the owners are talking to each other. They're like, hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
when we going to get some country? Like, because you got the Morgan Wallens and you got the, big artists out there that are like really chart toppers.
Yeah.
But we keep you got Usher, and Usher was the R&B side, but realistically, when it ended, it was John, Luda, and him out there talking about we brought the A to the world, and it's still a
Right.
hip hop kind of way.
Right.
So,
So
a
they
lot
did
of
make it a
people,
little local.
are clutching their pearls. Like they like, yo, listen, another one. Like, God damn.
All right, so let me ask this: is there any other Louisiana artist or musician that could have done the halftime show?
Yeah, no.
I don't think so.
No.
Not one that comes to mind.
There's not. No, bro. No.
Most
I thought of a
millennials wanted one.
I thought of a couple. Like, I mean,
Stop.
NBA YoungBoy ain't doing it.
Bro.
DJ,
Why? See, just because
No,
you
that's a
Googled
bad
New
one.
Orleans artists don't
No,
mean
but
that this
I'm
got a
saying-
segue there.
All right, DJ Khaled. I didn't know he was from Louisiana,
And
and
bro,
like he
like,
could bring out a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, but
He reps Miami all the time.
I mean, there was stops in between there. He was born in there in Louisiana. Then he moved to Orlando. Then he moved to Miami. He reps Miami.
You want Boozy?
Yeah.
You want Boozy up on stage?
Nope.
I'm down.
No. No. I mean, listen, it is what it is, but I really think Jay-Z hates Drake.
I think so. I think there's a lot of animosity there.
I think he really is over the Drake thing, and this is the nail in the coffin.
I think he hates Lil Wayne a little bit more. Think about it. It's
He
like,
tried to sign Lil Wayne though to Rock Nation back in the day, and it's like when they did the Mr. Carter song together, they were like, I mean, it's a sad day because you know what? Everybody's been talking about Wayne, like give him his flowers, and somebody just wrote that he ain't the GOAT. He's it's hard to make one GOAT.
Right.
Just like you talk about LeBron and Michael and Kobe, it's like it's hard to pick one. You got three at the top of that Mount Rushmore. Wayne is up there. He is.
I totally agree.
he's in the conversation. People
But if
talk
you're a
about
white artist, I'm sorry. Until Jay-Z stepped down, you're not gonna see the you're not gonna see the stage. And I don't, I know that if you want to look at 105 years, it's still very, very lopsided on how many of these have been in
Yes.
it. But I do think like they got to be some variants. Like at some point,
That's what
somebody
I was
light
saying.
skinned got to get up there. Like somebody.
it. Somebody just said Jay-Z will give them Shabuzi.
That's it.
That's all you
That's
get.
as country as we're leading.
I mean, this is just rough. I mean, he woke up and was having his Cocoa Puffs and said, "Hey, B, what do you think about Kendrick Lamar?" I'm sure she looked at him like, "Another one, Jay? Jay, they gonna run you out of town."
Oh, my God.
Oh, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
We are forced to deal with what I'm seeing. I see people that say
yeah.
Jack Harlow or Post Malone.
Post Malone. I can see Post Malone because there's country, and then I mean, there's a lot of different mixture
That's a
there.
good mixture.
Yeah,
There's a
he has
mixture.
so many hits. He's too
Why-
white.
why
he's,
the face?
he's white.
Look, I'm not trying to be racial. I'm not. I'm just saying, Jay-Z said he's trying to hold up the culture and do this for the black excellence.
I get that.
That's what he said.
They said he had J-Lo and Shakira. That's all you got.
He did. He gave you J-Lo and Shakira in Miami.
And that was fun to watch.
And that was incredible.
Yes, it was.
But we ain't gonna see nothing else. Like, they got a lot of Spanish folks out there. Ain't no Spanish people made it back to the stage since. Jay-Z is not trying to deal with anybody but us. That's right. They not like us. They not like us. He gonna be right there on the side, just bopping right along. That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe Taylor go up on stage with him. Who knows?
I would love to see it.
Because it's the backlash.
Oh, because it would make it a big moment. I don't. Kendrick Lamar up there with clean records and everything else. It's gonna be polished, but it ain't gonna be that Wayne train.
No,
I'll tell you
not
that.
at all.
So it is what it is. But boy.
Thank you for watching this video. For all things wild, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel.